is Marketplace Money from American Public Media. I'm Tess Vigeland, and we are live at the Winningstad Theatre in downtown Portland, Oregon. We're talking about kids and money, and you can almost mark the generations by what kids spend their money on. Chatty Cathy, Beanie Babies, Tickle Me Elmo, anybody remember that one? But if there is one constant throughout the ages, it's comic books. So please welcome the man responsible for taking more of your children's allowance, the founder of Portland's own Dark Horse Comics, Mike Richardson.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So my first question for you is, how is Hellboy faring in this economy?
Well, as a individual who fights evil, he's in a recession-proof profession.
True.
There's always plenty of evil.
Now you have 3 children, all grown.
3 daughters, right.
Did you have special comics designed to teach them about money? I had a couple ideas, maybe Fantastic 401k?
No,
Or maybe Wonder, Where's My Bailout Woman?
you know, just to be honest, we never thought about those comics. So,
Well, you can have those if you want.
thanks.
Now, I know you come from a very modest background. Your parents didn't have a lot of money. And you didn't either when you started out. Do you think it's harder for parents to talk to their kids about money when things are tight?
Well, I think that I grew up in a time and a place. I grew up here in Milwaukee, Oregon, and I think that people didn't really know in those days which families had money or didn't. It seemed like everyone was pretty much the same. When I look back at the income that we had, that my parents got by on, it's sort of surprising. I mean, we had 6 kids in the house and 2 adults, and we had 1 bathroom. And so I think, and I don't remember ever there being an issue with it. I think that there wasn't as much money back then. Clearly there wasn't as much money, but there weren't as many things to spend money on for kids. So it probably didn't have as much of an impact on us. In my house, we were taught to create our own income, basically. We berry picked. I had 2 paper routes. I did things like water the neighbor's lawn. So I was out always making my own money to spend. And basically what you could buy back then, if you're a kid, was comic books. Obviously had an effect. Baseball
you bought
cards.
Those? Really?
Yeah,
You like
I had
comics?
a big collection, yeah. And actually those were really good investments. They're worth a lot of money these days, for those of you who laughed. But and going down to the movie theater, down at the Victory Theater was the theater in Milwaukee. So that's what we did, and not only that, but a certain amount of the money that I made, I contributed to the family budget. So that was just expected. So you didn't, we just did it, and it was just the way it's done. Nowadays, I hear people have a hard time talking to their kids about money, but it's not a conversation. In my own opinion, it's not a conversation you have when they're ready to have that conversation. You start it very young. In our house, I have 3 daughters, as you say. Then, they could tell as they were growing up that we were probably doing pretty well, but they had to do chores around the house to make money. They took jobs during the summer. And
So did you literally sit them down and say, look, we're gonna talk about the financial situation in this family and your role in it? Did you have the talk?
we didn't really have to have that specific talk because it was something that we sort of instilled in them for a very young age. I mean, it's the same thing, I suppose, the values that my parents passed on down to me. But again, at a very early age, they learned the value of money. They had to work for the money they got. Right now, my baby is just turned 20. It goes fast. And all of the girls have jobs. They all work. In fact, 2 of them have 2 jobs. My middle daughter, who just graduated from college, is working at Dark Horse, surprise, in the marketing department, learning how to get all your kids to buy the stuff that we sell. And
All right, Mike Richardson of Dark Horse Comics, thank you so much.